We do know that we will be headlining the Monsters of Rock in England. That's in Donington. We still don't know who the opening bands are, but we will go there and show them how the right thing is done. We're going to bring the entire show and just blow the f***ing place apart. Yeah.
Hello, welcome to Music and Stuff. I'm Rob Lewis. Thank KISS, it's Friday. And I know what you're thinking. Another week without 1978 Part 1. I promise you, it's coming. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be next Friday. In fact, I'm almost certain it's going to be next Friday. It's almost there. I almost got it finished. There was a couple of bits I wasn't happy with, so I wanted to just kind of change them. But it's almost there, and I'm also working on the next part as well, which is good.
I would just say that, some things take a long time, and some things people wish for, and when they get the results of those wishes, they're not too happy. This is something you've been wishing for, and you're going to leave the show with a smile on your face, your ears ringing, and a lot of sweat on your brow.
But yeah, this week, this video would have come out this week anyway. I've been planning this one for a little while, because it's 30 years since I first saw KISS live at the Monsters of Rock Festival at Castle Donington on August the 17th, 1996. What a day that was. Me and my friend Nick, who we kind of lost touch with each other. Not seen him for about 11 years now, which is a shame. Just get the sad story out of the way first. But yeah, I was 17. I thought I was 16, but I was actually 17, and I just passed my driving test a couple of weeks before this. It was July 96 I passed my test, so it wasn't, I hadn't been driving long, I didn't have a car. So we had to get a coach. But his mum got the tickets and she organised a coach for us to go. We went to Stowmarket train station. She dropped us off in the morning and we got a coach from there. I remember we were listening to KISS all the way there, and I think the album playing on the coach at one point was You Wanted the Best album, which I'm going to review at some point. I was listening to that the other day.
How is it to be headlining Donington here on this great day, this great lineup? How are you feeling?
I don't know, for headlining, we're with Ozzy, so I wouldn't say we're headlining. We're both having a really good time together. I mean, but it's great. Like Paul said, we just did 31 concerts. That's a lot of concerts. So, this is just another stepping stone for us, only over here instead of America.
Absolutely.
Which is cool. Can I have your ring? Can I have the cat ring?
Oh yeah, I've got a little cat ring on actually. There you go.
But yes, KISS 96 co-headlining with. In fact, let's go through the set list here. So on the main, let's go through the Kerrang stage. On the Kerrang stage, first of all, you had Cecil. Now, we went to see Cecil on the day, and they were amazing. And this was like the first time either of us had been. No, I tell a lie, we went the year before. But yeah, going to one of these festivals, it was amazing. We were just like. We went to the Kerrang stage and we saw Cecil. We were quite near the front. We managed to get near the front. Cecil were mental. They did a song called My Neck. I remember that. But that was a great set. Absolutely great set. And I bought the single My Neck as well. They had a great piano version. You had Honeycrack. I don't remember them. Three Colours Red. Now, Three Colours Red. I didn't remember much of them at the time. But apparently, I used to gig in a pub in Ipswich. And a member of Three Colours Red used to run the pub, apparently, the Grinning Rat. That's what he said. I didn't know enough about them to discount it, but I thought it was a weird claim to make if it wasn't true. You had Everclear, don't remember seeing that set. Typo Negative. Now I remember the band Typo Negative, but I don't think I saw them, nor did I see Korn, who were the Kerrang headliners. But on the main stage, this is where we spent most of the day. You had Fear Factory, I remember them. They were alright. It wasn't really my thing, but they were okay. Paradise Lost. I don't remember much about Paradise Lost. Dog Eat Dog. Now they were pretty cool. I wanted to see Dog Eat Dog. Biohazard. For some reason I can't remember. Or Sepultura. But I must have been there. But I wasn't really into Sepultura, but obviously I must have been there. Because we were right near the front for the main stage. And I'll talk more about that in a bit. And then you had co-headliner Ozzy Osbourne, followed by KISS, who were the other co-headliners. Oh, hang on. Someone wants to pipe in. Bonjour, Holiday Rob here. As you can see from Paris in France. See the wonderful Eiffel Tower behind me. If you're enjoying this video, thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying it, please like it. You can subscribe to my channel if you like. Hit the notification bell so you can keep up to date with all the stuff I'm putting out. You can find me on the socials. Links are in the description. But I better not keep you too long because Studio Rob will probably moan and say that I'm rude or something like that. So, thanks very much. Jealous. He's in Paris. So yeah, Ozzy Osbourne. I remember the set well. I didn't know all of his songs, but again we were quite near the front. And you might remember I did a video on Ozzy Osbourne last year when he passed, and I talked about this gig, the concert I was at, and we got soaked. He had a water cannon. And he was firing this water cannon from the front of the stage and we got soaked. But it was good because it was a hot day. And yeah, he did the classics. One that really stood out was Mama, I'm Coming Home. I didn't know that song before, but I thought, wow, this is a great track. And wasn't it the last track that he played live? I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. At his farewell concert. And also, he just released a single, I Don't Want You. I Just Want You. I don't want much, I just want you. That was good. Was it around the time of the Osmosis album? I can't remember. But I didn't know much about him before, but I sort of afterwards became a bit of a fan, so a bit of a fan. I wasn't like a huge fan. But yeah, it was really cool seeing Ozzy Osbourne there while he still had it. He could still talk and move around. He was quite mad actually. Who knew how he'd end up? But then we had, of course, KISS. Now, I've been into KISS for 4 or 5 years. I don't know. So I was quite new to them. But I was aware that they had this path, because I got into them when they had Eric and Bruce. But I was aware they had this original lineup and really fell in love with the lineup, you know. So getting the chance to see this lineup was like going back in time.
I always had a feeling this was going to happen at one point in time, and I've always wanted to time travel, you know, and it feels like I've gone back 15 years in time, and here I am again. It's a fantastic feeling, and I really appreciate everybody being here.
And I'll never forget the adrenaline when the voice came on. You know, all right, Donington, you wanted the best. And they actually came out to Juice. Oh, man. so exciting. It really, really was. It was insane. Like I say, we were right near the front, and they did all the stuff, you know. Gene spitting the blood, breathing the fire, going up onto the lighting truss.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
The 100,000 Years drum solo and Paul's audience interaction part, Ace's Shock Me solo, Black Diamond intro. It was just insane. There's videos of it online, and of course it was released a couple of years ago from the Off the Soundboard range, 2 discs. Now what I did have was I went to a record and CD fair, and got myself a bootleg recording because I wanted to have a souvenir, and it was shite. It really was. It didn't start until halfway through Juice, and it was clearly recorded from someone at the back, and you could hear people talking, you could hear conversations, but it was all I had. So when they released this, I had to have this souvenir of the day. This is such a great idea. Some people think it's a bit of a money spinner, but it's such a great idea, because if you were there to have this little souvenir, it's brilliant. I don't even think I've got that bootleg anymore. I think as soon as I got this, I threw that away. But yeah, you had Deuce, King of the Nighttime World, Do You Love Me, Calling Dr. Love, Cold Gin, Let Me Go Rock and Roll, Shout It Out Loud, Watching You, Firehouse, Shock Me, Strutter, God of Thunder, Love Gun, 100,000 Years, Black Diamond, Detroit Rock City, and Rock and Roll All Night. 2022 this came out. So it was all material up to Love Gun. There was nothing post Love Gun, which I think it would have been cool to have a bit of Dynasty or something on there, but because that's the only kind of studio album that they all played on that was left out, really. And Alive 2, Side 4. But yeah, it's fantastic. Special thanks to Andrew Dorr carrying back. I don't know who they are, but yeah, I think the only thing with these Off the Soundboards is they're very plain. I like it because it's like just nice and simple. Maybe a little booklet would have been nice, but it's fine. There are pictures online. See, it's back before you had phones, with camera phones. Well, phones, mobile phones. You didn't have them. Cell phones. Back before then, so you couldn't take videos and pictures. There's a couple of videos online that people managed to smuggle cameras in. And I've thought about making like a little edit all the clips together along with this to have my own video, not to put online because of the copyright thing, just for myself so I can watch it back. But that's a lot of time. I haven't done that yet, as you know. I haven't got a lot of time, which is why you're still waiting for 1978 Part 1. But yeah, it was an absolutely phenomenal show, and to give you an idea of where we were at the end of Black Diamond. You had Gene on one side of the stage and Paul and Ace on the other side, and they stepped onto these, as the drum riser went up, they stepped onto these platforms that actually went out on arms above the audience. and Gene on the left, and Paul and Ace were on one, and they were literally 6 feet, or it felt like 6 feet above our heads. And bearing in mind, I was 17, Nick was 15, 16. It was quite scary because everyone was trying to get get into it. So it was a little bit scary back then. I was very thin then. I used to smoke back then as well. I was very thin, not as bulky as I am now. So it's a little bit daunting, all of these grown ass hairy men trying to get pics that were being thrown out and stuff. But it was great just looking up and seeing Paul Stanley and Ace Frehley making eye contact, just there above us. It was fucking mental. I'll never forget that image. Never in my life will I forget that image of looking up and seeing them there. It was insane. I remember at the end, we were near this German guy who I think was with his son. German or Dutch, I don't know, but they were speaking a lot in what sounded like German, because I recognised some words from school. And I just remember at the end when the fireworks were going up and people were starting to move out, and he just went, "Very good, very good, very good," over and over and over again. It's like it's the only English words he knew. Very good, very good. Never forget that. But what an amazing day. It's in my top 10 list of best nights of my life. I have to say that. And it was a little bit of a... Regular viewers of the channel might know I'm also a big Oasis fan, and I had to make the choice between seeing KISS at Donington or Oasis at Nebworth, which was another huge concert, and I've just done a video on 30-year anniversary of that last week. I just didn't have the disposable income that I could go to both, so I had to make the choice. And I think I made the right choice. I don't regret it. I still wish I'd had a bit more money so I could have gone to both. But I'll never ever forget that as long as I live. That night, it was incredible just seeing my heroes on that stage, and they sounded amazing, and you can hear that in this. The sound quality is really good. Some people knock it, but I've listened to it a few times, and I mean, for one thing, it just takes you back. I'm getting a bit nostalgic. But that's what this channel is. It's a nostalgia channel pretty much, isn't it? Live at Donington, Monsters of Rock. But yeah, it was a great day, great lineup. We couldn't drink. For one thing, we didn't have the money. We basically had enough money to get in and get some food. We got a burger and a can of Coke or something. I don't know. I tell you what I did get my Dynasty poster on that day as we were leaving, that one there. I got that from a guy as we were walking back to the coach. There was a guy selling them. I thought, I've got enough to get that. So yeah, fuck it. I did. I got the poster. And I've had that poster ever since. I've had that poster 30 years. Wow. But yeah, it's mad to think 30 years ago I saw KISS for the first time. I only saw them twice. I've only seen Oasis twice. And yeah, I saw them again in 2010. KISS with Tommy and Eric. And it was good. I'm not saying it wasn't good, but it wasn't a patch on this for many reasons. Wow. Yeah, hearing them do Black Diamond. Wow. I was a bit surprised they didn't do Beth, but I guess it was a rock festival. Oh, I got this T-shirt as well on the day. Worldwide Tour, 96-97. It's a little bit discoloured now. I wanted the best. I got the best. Yeah, so this T-shirt's 30 years old, and somehow I've lost enough weight that I can fit back in it again. It must have been bloody baggy at the time, because I was skinny as. I was proper. I was David Tennant skinny back in the day. But yeah, I must have lost enough weight to fit in it now. I don't know what else to say. I'm just getting a bit nostalgic, and I'm probably going to go and listen to the album again. If you were there at Donington 96, you got memories, let me know in the comments. It'd be great to read them, to see if it might jog my memories and stuff, you know. Yeah. But no, that's it for me. KISS 1978 Part 1 next Friday. Make sure you're here for that. And I'll see you then. Thanks very much. Catch you later, Bill and Ted.